Hey everyone, and welcome back to UE5 BP Guru. Today we're continuing on with our zombies, or our AI, our basic AI. So we're back in our BP here, and we want to get the AI now following the player when they've seen them. So what we want to do is we want to add a pawn sensing, and we want to amend those figures a little bit. The main one we're really going to be focusing on is this peripheral vision angle. I think 45 personally is better. It stops it seeing the player all the time, no matter what. Probably a good sort of setting for any games that involve sneaking. Now, with our player selected, we can now kind of see their vision. So whenever we step into this vision line, they will be able to see us. You can lessen that as well. I mean, zombies aren't really the best. You could even say probably like 35 for a zombie. Really narrow its vision down a little bit. There we go. And all of these will have the same thing. The outer circle is for hearing, by the way. So if a zombie can hear you anything, it will be within this sort of radius. Similar things for like Hitman games and things like that. When you throw a rock, if that rock lands, it creates a sound, and if they hear it, they will go to it. What we want to do now is we want to define the pawn sensing. So on pawn sensing, if you scroll down, we can get on pawn, on C pawn, and we're going to set up a new variable. It's a boolean called in range. And what we're going to do is we're going to set that to true, like so. And the pawn we want to get is our third person, so cast to third person character and plug it in just after, oh my gosh, what is going on with my computer? Just after that, there we go. And we want to set that in range to true. We'll be using that in range variable a bit later on, but it's fine just to set it to now. It won't do much at this point in time. We want to get now you could set it up if you want your zombie to go faster. You could speed it up if you want to. I'm not going to for now because we actually haven't set up a sprint mechanic for this zombie at this point in time. But if you have a sprint mechanic, you could then get the character movement from here, set the max walk speed to higher, and it will run to the player. And all we need to do now is get an AI move to. And this will override because it'll be done after this happens. Now, this we might have to set is in range, do a branch so that it doesn't do it if we're not in range. Actually, I think I'm going to do that, and I think that's why I want the set. But this will be self, so we get a reference to self. There we go. The destination will be our character's location, so we don't need to actually put anything into the destination because the target is going to be our actor. And the acceptable radius should be probably about 50. That's 50 unit. It'll get 50 units away from this actor, right? And that should be all we need to do there. Let's just add that branch in, because if I don't add it in there, as soon as it gets to the character, it's just going to wander off and it'll never redo it ever again. So is in range true. If it's false, we will continue to random roam. And then as soon as it gets to true, once it sees the character, it'll set it and it'll stop running that function, so it will only ever go to the character from that point on. Let's give it a go. So they're random roaming now. Let's see if we can't get one to focus on us. Here we go. He's walking towards me now. He's after me. Oh, he's going to get to me. But I've got a very loud shotgun, so he's never going to get to me. And that's it's such a short tutorial to get this working. Play around with the figures, of course. Play around with the peripheral vision. But that is literally how you do it. So in game you can have your zombies set up to do whatever you want them to do, and as soon as that player comes into focus, their focus will change and go straight for the player until the player kills them. And I think that's a good way of doing that. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, or any sub requests, please put them in there. Don't forget to like, and of course, as always, subscribe. It's free to do, and you can always change your mind down the line. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye.